Everybody is living for the first time, so
Getting married is easy, but staying married will be one of the most challenging parts of your life.
You know, a lot of people may rush into getting married sometimes and then later figure out when shit gets real, it's not the person that you're meant to spend your time with.
All right.
So,
Nice to meet you. What are the most common reasons for divorce that you've seen?
the most common reasons for divorce are unfaithfulness.
I'm a child of divorce. A lot of fighting and stuff, and then led to infidelity on one party's side.
my parents are divorced. One of the most common reasons is probably people just growing apart over time. I think it could also be not as bad as people make it seem.
Actually, both of them should not have gotten married in the first place. The wrong partner.
As for the specifics, irreconcilable differences,
like large disagreement and like don't want kids or some kind of like fundamental differences that maybe didn't surface earlier in the relationship. I think a lot of people get married probably too quickly, don't live with their partner, something like that. But
If you get divorced, do people see them as a failure or just someone going through a natural process of finding it?
It's a little bit of both. If they would have chosen wisely in the first place, they would be less likely to fall apart. Sometimes it's a failure, and sometimes it's just the way life transpires.
I think divorce in this country has been normalized for at least since the generation of my parents, right? So prior to my parents are in their 60s, right? So prior to them, I think divorce had moral implications. Now I don't think it's perceived as a failing, personally. Perhaps if someone knew the specifics of a relationship, they might perceive that one partner was a failure in the relationship, but I don't think people societally look at it as a problem.
Definitely a natural process. Everybody is living for the first time, so none of us are perfect and people make mistakes. It's a part of life.
it depends. I don't think there's any universal stigma around it.
I think failure is a harsh term. Not everybody is made for each other. You know, a lot of people may rush into getting married sometimes and then later figure out when shit gets real that, it's not the person that you're meant to spend your time with.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's really viewed upon as a big failure in our society. It's not like a cultural stigma.
Do you think it's this economic pressure fuels conflict and leads to divorce, or do you
I definitely know of some couples who have broken up and certainly not broken their leases because they want to get to the end of them and not pay that extra money. I know that there are people with children who will stay together until their children have reached, 18, so somebody's not on the hook for payments or something, right?
It could lead to people breaking apart, and it could lead to people staying together because they have to pay their next, rent bill. Both things are definitely true.
I think that money does strange things to people.
believe that simply falling out of love is a valid enough reason for divorce?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
I feel like a lot of resentment can grow if you're not happy with each other, and I think it's better to just get yourself out of it rather than force it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of other reasons other than like cheating and emotional or physical abuse that people get divorced.
All right.
I think people do fall out of love.
If one person or both people aren't happy in a relationship, any kind of relationship, not even a marriage, a friendship or anything, then it's not going to work. So there's no point in forcing it.
What is a major red flag that makes you think, okay, it's time to get a divorce?
Not sharing things, like having important stuff happen and not even communicating it at all with the other person. When things start to feel like a burden.
Cheating on you.
Probably some financial reasons.
If you're just not happy anymore, life is so short. So first you should try it with that person through therapy, whatever it is. If you really can't find happiness, then that's the biggest red flag.
What do you think the single most important factor in maintaining a healthy, long relationship is?
Loving yourself first. I don't think you can love anybody if you don't love yourself first.
Honesty, being willing to discuss things that are uncomfortable, commitment, being mentally and emotionally committed to a relationship even in hard times.
Some people just want their own freedom back. Getting married is easy, but staying married will be one of the most challenging parts of your life because all of us are selfish and we love ourselves naturally. But in marriage, you have to love someone else. The grass always looks greener on the other side, but you have to work in order to have a good marriage.